with Hwoarang is like, I genuinely understand that he's a hard character to... I understand he's a hard character to play against. I feel like it's weird when people... Let me restart my game. I'm not getting games. I find it weird when people don't... I think besides the Hwoarang is the worst character in the game propaganda, I don't think I've ever said he's a bad character. Besides the Hwoarang is the worst character in the game propaganda. When is the Fiji Water sponsorship coming? Honestly, Fiji Water, if someone at Fiji is ever watching this, hit me up. Hit me up, man. I'll be drinking this all the time, man. You know, just like, I bet it's just tap water in that. I will never drink government juice. I have not had government juice in years. Probably the last time I had government juice was when I was in university. But anyway, Hwoarang. Yeah, outside of Hwoarang is the worst character in the game propaganda, I do understand that he's a difficult character to play. Like, he's a decent character and also difficult to play against, especially at the lower ranks. And the reason why people hate this character is because he can just like he can just like do this in low ranks, and like you're gonna have no idea what to do about this shit, right? He can just do that shit, you know, for free. And you have to learn. Sween, thanks for the follow. And like, yeah, so many plus frames, he has this, he has that, but a lot of it doesn't matter as much as people think it does. They might just see the numbers. Like, for example, look at his... I can't show you on block. Let me go to Pricing and show you on block. He ain't the worst, but he's mid-tier at best. People rather complain on Twitter about a character they could have labbed since Tekken 3. Obviously, he's a much different character since Tekken 3, but I get your point. I'll give you an idea of like how people just see a number and they're like, whoa, this is unbelievable. So I just do shit on block. For example, you have his CD3 as wall bounce. You see +4. You're like, whoa, +4? That's so much plus. I can't do anything. But from here, Hwoarang's fastest move is I-13, which is his jab, which then that's +5. Like, whoa. It's like, fuck. You know, that's so much plus. But in context, it's really and truly +1. And also, you can just like, if he does this, one thing people do against me all the time and it gets annoying when I'm here is they'll just do, they'll just slice it right. They'll just sidestep right, it's going to beat the jab, and then they're going to punish from there. Or I could also do something like this, which is slow. That I would try and counter hit, but you sidestep right already, you beat it. I can do another one of these. The sidestep's going to beat it. Again, that's +4. Whoa, +4. So much plus. Fastest move I can do is technically just +1. And then, like, what did I show? Oh, yeah, for example, his jab, they're like, his flamingo jab is +5. That's crazy. But most Hwoarangs are going to do the flamingo jab into a forward 1+2 because that's the frame trap if you mash anything. And then it's like, oh, well, now +9. I've seen I see people respect this, and it's like, Hwoarang at frame disadvantage really just has to block. You know, that's all he has to do. LFS down forward 4 best option. Yeah, I think it's the best option to just, I think this is pretty much homing if I'm not mistaken. I think it can, it can, I've seen it this beat to the right before, but I can't think of the character that did it, because if there's a character that did do it, then that would be a specific thing. But the most part, this is like your, yeah, sidewalk right. This is your best thing to do. Obviously, the general when Hwoarang is in Flamingo is go to the side of his stomach in Flamingo. Because like if you go to the left here, you're gonna beat this, you're gonna beat that, you're gonna beat a lot of this, you'll beat the jab, but this is the thing that's gonna catch you really if you go to the left. And then also this is practically homing. Sidestep right, in right Flamingo, that'll be beaten to the I have to say it, I have to see it in my head then say it. Will be beaten to the right. I think he has the hell sweep, which is basically homing. I don't know about this, by the way. Since this has been added, I don't know how this affects the rule. Let's find out how this affects the rule. Okay, so just go whichever way you want on that, I guess. But generally, the right is going to be your best friend. Imagine if you could step it on a hit. Let's find out. Yeah, no, that'd be crazy. But yeah, so like with the people, they say it's so plus, you can't do anything, you can't do this. But like in general in Tekken, like no character can keep doing things on block and then nothing happens to them. You know what I mean? Like eventually there will be a gap, but people don't want to learn it. And I understand some people play games for fun. It's long, it's hard to learn things and shit. Like finding where to get that information as well is hard. But like movement is like really good against this character. But I do understand why it's annoying to play against. There's a lot to dive into, which is always why I find it so weird. When, like I said, outside of the Hwoarang is the worst character in the game propaganda. And this is the only time you guys are going to hear me say this, because I need to keep that propaganda going, especially with all the Hwoarangs in Tekken World Tour Finals. He's a good character. Hey guys, this is Kwis here from the future at the little Kwis checkpoint. Just to make sure if you guys are enjoying this video, please make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe. Helps me out greatly and I'd really appreciate it. And if you're not enjoying the video, please keep that to yourself, because it would really hurt my feelings if you let me know. Do I go for the launch on Backlash? Depends what character I'm playing. If I'm playing a character with an I-15, then yes. But if not, if like for example, if in the mirror match, I always do while standing 3 on Backlash. So I think I'm wrong. Backlash is annoying, but it's the same speed as a snake edge. It's even slower than some, and it comes from a stance. Like in Mayman's video talking about Law's rage drive, the original one, he said it's super reactable, you know, whatever. And Backlash is slower than Law's original rage drive. So I don't know where that comes from. I think the only thing that needs to be nerfed on it is its active frames, because I do believe when you do duck it, it should be easier to get a good punish on it. But like it being reactable is like the only reason that like I would be hesitant on that. But it has what, 3 active frames, I think it is? 7, 8, 9, yeah. Do I take students? I do not take students per se, but what I am going to start doing is on my YouTube members, is the tier 3 members. I will do videos, whether they don't want me to, or just do it like privately, where I just critique their gameplay and stuff like that, what I feel like they need to improve, etc. I need to advertise that more because I really don't. And so I feel like members numbers drops because of that, but I need to do more of that, because I feel like I want to provide more value in general around my content. It's also the reason I didn't do Metafy, because I want to be in control of all of my own shit. So I'll be doing that on the YouTube members. Chat, you know what's funny? I might have been one of the first people ever approached to do Metafy, like one of the first. And I remember I actually said yes to the guy, and he was like, "Oh, your website's all set up. Just give me this and we'll get it all done for you." And then from then I just forgot to reply to him. So I might actually just have a Metafy page just sitting there. So this was Joker. This was years ago, you know. This was years ago. This might have been, I think this could have been 2 years ago by now. The guy approached me because obviously I used to do coaching on Fiverr. So I thought it would be a good idea. So I was like, yeah, sure, you know, this sounds great. I've gotten a call with a guy and everything. And then I just forgot to reply to him since then. Just never got back to him. And now everyone's on Metafy. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Kuiper made a tweet or some shit. He made a tweet like, a lot of these people, there's so many people coaching Tekken blah blah blah, and they do not know the game. And chat, I'm not gonna lie, I'll never publicly agree with Kuiper, but I looked at that shit like, well, there are a lot of these motherfuckers on Metafy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm also not gonna say any names about who should not be coaching on Metafy. Do your thing, do your thing. You know, do your thing, 21, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? The worst person you know made a good point. Exactly that. But back to Hwoarang. Yeah, I know he's annoying. Here's the thing. I think the reason why people think I downplay Hwoarang is because I get so annoyed when people come to me to complain about Hwoarang, and because it's genuinely an annoying thing. Like when someone will only like comment on your content. Like I literally have people that will only comment on my content on my YouTube videos, or some people who even come to my chat just to shit talk Hwoarang. And I'm just like, bro, just give it. Like if you, I always say to those people, if you don't like the character, why are you watching my content? I always say that, because if you watch my content 9 times out of 10 you're going to see this character. You know what I mean? Finding any games. But no, yeah, with Hwoarang, it's just, he's an annoying character to play against, and I get that. But he's not as bad as some people make out. And that is But it frustrates me because these people won't make the time to learn the character, which is fair enough. That people are just playing the game for fun. But I feel like if you're just playing the game for fun, you can just dodge certain characters and not really feel guilty about it, because like it's just you're trying to have fun at the end of the day. Sure, go ahead, do what you do your thing. 21, do your thing, you know. But if you are playing this game and like you really are getting involved in whatever, like harassing the people that play a character you don't like is not going to make your life any easier. You know what I mean? Just gonna annoy those people. Is that the people who hate Super Akuma just because he plays Akuma? Like, I can understand not liking his character, but you know nothing about him yourself. So like, what's going on? Like, I remember one time someone was in like a comment section talking shit about me, and then someone tried to defend me, and like they were just basically saying like, what you're saying is actually kind of wrong. And then that guy replied to him and said something like, oh, do you actually know him? Like, why you can't say those things? So it's like, you're allowed to shit talk me if you don't know me, but you're not allowed to defend me if you don't know. You know what I mean? People's logic makes no sense. We still don't rate Lily. Lily's annoying, but I think with Lily players are funny because they all play the same. Except for the highest level Lilies, the rest all play the same. I probably say the same about Hwoarang though. That's one thing I noticed about like lower level Hwoarang players is they all do the same shit. So to me, they're very predictable. Like very. Hwoarang is bad because he has too many moves. I think people say that about Hwoarang as well. Like he has a huge move list. He has a huge move. He has a huge move list. It's scary. It's scary. But like he will use like only like 20% of those moves are good. Like how often do you see like a Hwoarang? Well, I say use a move like this, but like a lot of them actually do use it in the lower ranks. But like in general, there are a lot of moves like you don't really see like up aggro 4 used. Like he has a bunch of moves like that that you just don't see used. Thank you, Vismond. If you make less Hwoarang content, less people will play Hwoarang, so people will play against him more often. How can you not understand that logic? It's my fault. Oh, this is like the only guy I played today. What the hell is going on? Is anyone else in rank? Most annoying character for you? Probably like Zafina or some shit. Zafina and Alyssa are really high up there for me because you can't play neutral the same against those characters. Like they can backdash or sidestep where most characters have to like hold something. They don't have to. And it generally is a different game. Ooh. He hard duck. That's something I've noticed as well. People will hard duck in that situation. Wow. People will hard duck in that situation, expecting it down 3-4. Yeah, so this guy's a shit PC choke. You see the red bars? That's actually such a... I can't get over that. The fact that before introducing a way to detect cheaters, they introduced a way to detect someone, whether or not someone has a shit PC or not, which is like gold. A punish throw? Yeah.
Round 3. Fight.
Didn't mean to do that. I need to do that sooner because he is hard ducking and then he stops ducking. Nice duck. He hard ducks and he stops ducking, so I need to just do my option immediately. Or do delay into low. Diddy's. Didusky. Demir. Isn't Armor King top tier? Not really. I do feel like he's downplayed though. Well, I don't think anyone downplays him. People just say he's weak. Oh, my dash. Oh. Is that those people who still say Lars is shit? Are there people who think Lars is actually the worst character in the game? That's Knee's fault. That's true. That is actually Knee's fault. That is Knee's fault. And because here's the thing, because Knee is at worst the second best player in the world, probably in this current form, maybe the best player in the world. People will take everything he says to heart and have no reason why he's saying the things that he says. They're like, well, Nee said Lars is bad, therefore he is bad. You know what I mean? What Nee does becomes the Bible. I'm so dead. Please do the one option. He didn't do anything.
Round 2.
Oh yeah, that's true. On the site, Nee was like, he was 5th and 6th. On one of them he was 5th, on the other one he was 6th. So yeah. It's actually so toxic that Hwoarang can just do that. It's like just doing back 3, but instead of being -19, it's -13. I tried it. I don't think he was gonna duck, you know. I actually don't think he was ever gonna duck. Whoa. His penis punch. Chat, I would like to start an official petition to get dick jabs called penis punch. Are you with me or not? I'm dead, you know. Pole poke, dong bonk, snake smash, Russian handshake. All good submissions, chat. All very good submissions. How's it going, Ted? Speakix Jin is nutty. Speakix Jin is so fucking trash. I swear to God, the guy can't even do combos. I'll never understand Speakix, you know. I'll actually never understand how this guy had the hate in his heart, the hatred in his heart, to qualify for Tekken World Tour, sitting at home, go to those regional finals, and make his way to Amsterdam, and he only left his bedroom for the regional finals. You have to respect that level of haterage, you know. I swear to God. Speakix is my goat. He wants to raise drive so bad. So fucking bad.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
The regional finals are close to where I live. Should have gone, man. But I was really interested in that Pricks workshop merchandise, you know. Chat, I might have to go. I think I'm gonna get the Tekken 2 King Grip, you know. LCQ is gonna be Murderer's Row. And it's gonna be the opposite, where the people are not able to get tickets. Like,